I want to go back to, before, because this is the last part, yeah? Like, before we talk about some of the things that I want to talk about with you as well, yeah? I want to just randomly speak about, like, what is your, I know this is going to sound a bit random, but I think a lot of conversation that I watch, people don't really, really talk about it like that, because I think a lot of people are scared of death. You get me? Like, what do you, because at the end of the day, it's funny, like, people are scared of talk about death,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's that one thing that's going to happen to all of us,
Yep.
every human being once upon a time. You're going to say,
Yeah.
obviously, I understand when people say you shouldn't talk about death every day. Every day, it's like you're attracting it to happen to you, right? But I think, for me, I feel like it's important to understand, to get yourself as comfortable as you can and familiar with something that's eventually going to happen to all of
Yeah.
us anyway. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I know it's a bit random,
Yeah.
but what are your thoughts on, on death? Like, in terms of like, yeah, what are your thoughts? Like, do you have any thoughts in terms of like,
Yeah, do you know what? I think it's something. It's a good thing to remember. I know that sounds really weird. It's a good thing to keep in your mind
Of
that
course.
that's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen at some point. Obviously, you don't want it to happen soon. You don't want it to happen to people that you love. But it ultimately, you're right. It is gonna happen. So I think it is a good thing to keep sort of in your mind to an extent. I feel like it's a way to drive you forwards.
absolutely.
Like if you know there's an end, you know you got a goal to reach. If there's no end, you ain't got to do anything. You reach your goal whenever it might happen, it might not. It doesn't really matter because there's nothing to make it finite.
Yeah.
Whereas I say like keeping it in your mind's eye to an extent, it gives you a focus. Like today, like I know I got to get some stuff done because I haven't got today every single day forever. Do you know what I mean? It comes to an end at some point.
And I'm just a little bit curious. One of the reasons why I said it as well before we move on quickly is like, I, I'm a victim. I'm a victim to this as well.
Yeah.
Like, my question to you as well is like, why do a vast majority, like I said, I'm included as well, yeah? Why do a lot of us like live most of our life like as if we're gonna live forever? Do you,
Yeah,
deep
it's
what I'm trying to
hard.
say. This is reality. Deep what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
It's that. It's
most
not
of the
gonna happen
time,
to me.
yeah, most of the time,
Yeah.
or even we think a lot of us, to a certain degree, we've got this ego. We think no matter what, we're convinced. Even though
I'll be alright. Yeah.
I'll be alright. I'm gonna be here for 80 years. I'm definitely gonna see 50. Like, again, we're not just trying to put anything out there.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
this is reality. Why do a lot of us live like as if we signed this contract that we definitely got delivered through our door to
it's
say,
easier.
yeah, we're gonna be here when we're 80 and whatever? Because obviously, once again, on the other side, certain people usually tell you like, listen, remember, you're not gonna be here forever, you know.
Yeah.
So, bro, do whatever you need to do. Try to live your fullest. You know that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like we all listen to it, but then we fall back into this mentality.
right,
Like,
yeah.
"Brother, I'm gonna be here for 40 more years, man. Come on, yeah. Why is that? Again, that logic just randomly. I just thought
No, I don't.
I'll get your
I
thoughts.
think it's just it's that human thing where we just ignore stuff that's bad. You know that ones where it's like if I shut the door, the mess is gone. Like I don't have to think about it.
Or the outside noise is gone.
Yeah, it's like well, cool, man. Whatever's happening out there, I'm not involved anymore. So I'm in here. It's not happening. I think it's one of them. Like
Yeah.
the less you think about it, is the more it's not. You're
Affecting
tricking yourself, to think that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
interesting.
it goes the other way because I feel like then you lose momentum because it's like if it's not going to happen, you got nothing to worry about. There's
And you
nothing
got time.
you got time to do whatever you want for. I could waste 10 years on
Yeah.
doing something that I didn't want to do because I got extra ones to do that thing later.
Yeah.
It's like put it off till later, innit? But later. might
Yeah,
not come.
I just wanted to just touch on that a little bit
Yeah.
because sometimes to get different people's take on like death or even in general how us human beings think about it, like, and also like I got these people. Hey, I'm a very honest guy. I don't give a. Again, I've came a long way. Before I used to just swear out the blue, whatever. But articulation sometimes good. Yeah, I believe, yeah, like those people that go into a coma, yeah, and then they come back and they try to tell you this is how life after death is going to be. I don't believe them fucking people, by the way, because I'm like, you didn't die, you were just dreaming. It's like us having a dream.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, for me, it's like me having a dream, and my dream that I died and I saw this, and then I woke up and I'm telling you, man, listen. I had a dream yesterday,
Yeah.
when we die, this is what's gonna actually happen. For me, I feel like in a coma, it's just another, extension of a dream.
another dream.
That's what I feel. You get me? Like, what are your thoughts on people that have these near-death experiences or go into a coma and literally tell you, look, I died and I came back and this is what
back.
happened. You know them man there.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on? Do you believe them man there? Do you really believe them?
Do you know what? I don't know. It's hard because like I feel like there's no science that can give you what they're saying is correct or not.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, like, I don't know, maybe they did. But also, you're right, maybe it was just some dream. My thing is, like, if you've done that, if that's happened to you and you're coming back different from it, and you've changed in like a positive way and you've grown, and do you know what, all for you, man. Like, you've managed to use your, do you know, it's that if you've used something that's so negative, like you've near-death experience and you were in a coma for 6 months and you've come back and it's like, boom, life. And you just see the people come back and they're like, they're life.
Yeah,
like,
because
this could just end again tomorrow. Like, I rate that, but I don't know. You're right. I don't know if I can believe or not believe. It's one of them ones, like
one of them ones where I think none of us would ever know if there's the truth or
not. To
not.
be quite honest, even like a coma is a coma, innit?
Yeah.
The thing is, you're not actually.
You're
dead.
not dead. Yeah.
You're dreaming. That's what I'm saying.
It's the ones where their hearts stop.
Yeah. If it like the thing is that they can say that. Do you know what? Like, because the machines in the hospitals, like, they show how your heart rate is, even when you're in a coma, right? Yeah. So they see how your heart rate is. Yeah. Or whatever, how your brain is functioning and stuff like that.
Stuff.
So if they see some, because there's a lot of people that you know, they're in hospital, they're in a coma, they've been in a coma for. There's people that are in coma for years. Literally. Do you know what I mean? But why? In a way, to myself, I think, why put them through that pain? But then you never know if they're gonna come
wake
back
up or not. Yeah,
or
it's a
if
hard
they're gonna
one.
wake up or not. Do you know what I mean? But then it's up to you actually have to understand, like you said, the science of it.
Yeah.
Right. Like how the body works and stuff
What's
like that.
actually happening? Yeah.
So if that person, you can see that, their actual thing is deteriorating, right?
Yeah, it's like the chance
it's
of
not like how it was before, and it's going down. Then you know that person is literally going to die in that coma. Yeah, but then there's people that their thing rises.
Yeah, you think, you know
you're
what?
Like, they've got a good chance of then coming out of the coma, and you know, so it's. You know,
it's a hard line.
You can never talk. We're not doctors.
The more that you guys talk, you remind me of that guy Marco Schumacher.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I swear he was in a coma for like nearly a year or something. How long was he in a coma?
He came out, didn't he?
Yeah, he came out.
Yeah.
Is he fine?
And then he can talk. The guy can talk. He can.
Yeah.
He can do.
No, that's good.
He can function like a normal person.
Yeah.
From what I know, anyway.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm not sure. I just know he came out.
Yeah.
Like it was like,
Yeah, which is good though, because at one point I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Still. Yeah. I want to touch on your camera work as well. You said you got into filming now, and god damn, you do a lot of things, man. You see, like I said to you earlier, like we spoke about, it's inspirational. The
struggle is real. The bags, I don't know if you can see them with the lights covering them.
we should have had a makeup artist.
Yeah, cover them up, man. The sleepless nights, I'm telling you.
We're definitely gonna have them in future, man.
I'm trying to do more next year as well.
Yeah, but that shit's getting bigger, man. Don't worry.
You get me?
It's getting bigger, man.
Absolutely. So yeah, like one of the last things I wanted us to just touch on for now is like your camera work. Like, what exactly do you do with the camera, and how did that start?
So a bit of everything. I actually started in COVID as well. I went into acting kind of a year before COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I was doing some jobs. I was sort of sustaining myself with just the acting. COVID obviously hit, and then all the acting jobs just shut. And then obviously after COVID, the strikes happened as well. So the acting jobs stayed shut. People went back and actors did not. So I feel like it was during COVID I sort of picked up my phone actually to begin with, and started trying to create short films. Just sort of me, sort of a small group of friends. Like, you know, between those weird lockdowns where stuff opened, no production started because no one trusted it. So there was still no acting work. So it was sort of like going out and trying to make some shorts to try and keep us active. But then this year, actually, I sort of transitioned over. Like, I got a camera last year, finally. I've been slowly building equipment. This year, I sort of transitioned over to, if I start doing more corporate stuff and events and businesses and branding, that can fund me to then be able to put on bigger productions and make it like a full feature film or like a high production short film instead of just smashing one together quickly. So it's a way sort of, if I build that videography, it's like it's under Sycamore Studios. is the company name.
I love the name as well, but
Yeah, I'll just try to put my name in everything, so you always know it's me.
Nah, it sounds absolutely cold. So basically, overall, you're basically a very creative person who's also trying to build a portfolio of like in terms of like with your camera that you're gonna get to a point like you said in terms of like using your camera to shoot movies and to shoot other things like adverts and to work with other brands as well. Yeah, is that what you? So overall, you want to develop a production company? Am I right?
Yes, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
Like
you
a proper like full scale. But as I say, like semi-pro is where I would put myself at this moment.
Come on,
there you go.
That like we're getting paid for it, we're doing the work, but it's not where I want it to be.
Yeah.
Same with the acting, same with the music. But I feel like because
It's a
they're
journey.
all the same, in the same space, they sort of helping each other. Like, it's a hard one because they're all very different. They all take a lot of different skills and time.
That's why I rate you.
They all grow each other. Like the videography gets good, I'll make myself. I'll drop a music video because and it's gonna be a good one because I've made sure. And then it's like cool. And then do you know what? Let's do an acting music video this time instead with a short film in it. And that's it all kind of attaches together.
To be fair with you, yeah, even me properly listening to you breaking down all of the different things that you do, yeah, like to anyone who might be watching this, to them in their personal life, it might sound a little bit hectic. But the fact that me proper listening to you break it down in your reality, in your head, like you sound like you know exactly how you want it to work. And I feel like with that being said and done, that's the most important thing. You know where I'm coming from, because the way you was breaking it down, like
I
can proper tell like you
random, but it all
in your head it makes sense. In your head it makes sense. You get
it's like brainstorming, innit?
Yeah. It's like one day I'll be doing this.
You've got that.
That will
you've
work
got
to this.
Bingo.
But
Man.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Under the same umbrella.
There's more happening next year as well. I'm scared.
Man. You get me?
I was having phone calls yesterday. Like, we'll start that next year.
Man, alhamdulillah, man.
Yeah, how am I gonna do that?
I was like, they're kind of the same things, but also it's a separate extra thing. I was like, okay, cool.
Because we have to push forward, innit? Like even in what we're trying to do, we're gonna make a few changes. Nothing drastic, because when I make, just very slow changes. We don't want to
bit by bit.
As long as people,
before you know it, it's like, oh, do you know we've got everything's good. Like
Exactly.
everything is done because you've done so many bit by bits. Man. You didn't even really realize the change happening.
Yeah.
You look back to the start and you're like,
that's
it. Yeah.
That's it. Definitely. And I think that's the way to take it, is that you just have to take gradual steps.
Step by step.
You don't have to just. I mean, we can aim high. But
yes.
Obviously, you know where your top thing is. Yeah. But to get there, you have to.
Yeah, it's not just one step up.
You have to keep on continuing building all the bricks.
So,
no, I'm very much one for that. It's like I like to do it openly as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like to hide it and to just show, boom, we're here now. But I'm
now,
very much like,
I made it, and
I'll try it, and you know what? If it fails, you've all seen it, and I'll do it again. It might fail again, and I'll do it again, and eventually it's just gonna done because I've seen.
And do you know what? Yeah, I appreciate that a lot, because to be quite honest, the way how like even the generations are going now, this new generation, they just want to hit the highs straight away.
Yeah.
They just want to go straight away over there.
I get it,
and then
it would be nice.
It
would be lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. But once you get there, you realize, I miss steps.
There's things I don't know how to do.
Yeah, there's things that I genuinely don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Some of them don't know how to sign contracts. They don't even read contracts. They don't know who to speak to. They don't know who, they just think, somebody said they're gonna sign me for 220.
Just done.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get there and you realize,
contract wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Contract is done now.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna rinse me again.
Because they can.
And then
it's a hard one.
You have 1 year on the high, and then within the next year you're done.
It's all on if someone else wants to do it or
so
not.
How about elevating and making people just keep elevating?
Yeah. So someone said this to me like 2 or 3 days ago, and they were saying, would you skip this part and skip the work? And at first I was like, 100% done. I was like, I'm tired. I'm trying to get where I want to be now. I've been working for a lot of years, and a lot of graft. Amount of work compared to amount of pay is also always like. But I thought about it, and I thought, realistically, I probably wouldn't, because even if 2 years ago I'd have skipped to where I am now, Like, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't know how to do. Exactly. I'd be stuck a lot of the time. Like, there'd be a lot of connections I don't have. A lot of like.
There you go.
I know that now it's like I can step on a stage, I can perform, I can go back and I can mix my next song. Whereas
there you go.
if I could just perform, it's like, well, I need to now pay someone to do everything. I would love to be able to get to the point where I can pay people to do everything else, all the bits there. But like, if I need to just jump in and say, do you know, I need to edit this video myself, we haven't got time, done. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like 2-3 years ago, that wasn't something I knew how to do at all, or like to any extent that it would be acceptable to put out anywhere. Realistically, like stuff that I'm looking at, I put out back then because I'm happy to fail openly. I wouldn't put it out now. Like I'd be thinking that needs fixing. Like I'm happy to fail, but like we're past that now.
We're past
like,
that stage now.
Yeah, like that was 2 years ago's level of editing and working and writing, and it's like that now. It needs to be. Yeah, we've cleaned that up now.
There's levels. The
level of professionalism.
There's levels to this shit. So there's levels to this shit.
It's true.
You know
like,
what I mean? So
obviously you're a very creative person. You know, you do all of these amazing things, which, you know, we hope even 2025 is going to be your best year yet, inshallah, in all of the things that you do. You know, like, because all of us, we strive towards, you know, progress and elevation, right? Like, you know, like, my final question for now, like, peeling back all of the layers, you know, like, besides everything, like I said, you do, you know, like, as a human being, peeling back all of the layers, who are you?
Oh, man, that's a hard final... Oh, whoa.
there you go.
Who are you?
Oh,
got it now.
Yeah, I don't even know how to answer that now.
You can take as long as you want.
Without saying the same things I've already said. Right?
No.
Who am I? I'm Lewis Sycamore.
Yeah, man. Who is Lewis Sycamore? Like, you know, peeling back all of the layers.
Now, who is you in the next couple? You know.
I feel like that's gone. I feel like maybe I'm taking it deeper than I'm supposed to. Who am I? I'm Lewis Sycamore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just trying to do good stuff.
I hear you,
that's literally it. Like,
I hear you, bro.
That's as much as it is. I'm just trying to climb the mountain and do some good stuff. Maybe help some people on the way up.
Yeah.
So I'm running some charity. I've got charity. I'm not running a charity. Sorry, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Running like a charity give back with one of my songs for Save the Bees. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, right? It's just like, if I can help out on the way, I always feel like it's like not an obligation, but like I'd say slightly an obligation. Like as creatives, anyone who's in a public eye, to sort of give back. So I feel like that's sort of a thing that I'm really trying to make sure that I do, and do it openly. It's a hard one because I feel like you get mixture between doing it openly and people think you're just doing it for clout, and doing it openly so that people can see that it's being done, so that other people want to join in and help. There's a weird line that I'm really trying to sort of walk along, because it's like,
it's actually true.
Don't want to just stick my camera in people's faces to show, hey, I'm a nice guy, but also to an extent you need to show it so that other people can see it and get involved, because otherwise you're just one person in the sea. I've not answered the question, man. I feel like I've circled around it so hard.
The thing is, it's a hard question.
It's a hard question.
It's one of them, once again, like you see here on the red chair, we try to obviously balance out the conversation, innit?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like one thing I've realised, because I've had it, so many people have had it on the red chair, when I've asked them certain questions, like even though it was out the blue, it's made them think a bit deeper on their way home.
Yeah.
And even the next day they're like, I thought about that, you know?
Yeah.
Because even just in general, like how often on a daily basis, how often do you get asked, like, besides everything that you do and everything that you're trying to accomplish, if we peel back all of the layers, who are you?
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Because even for me, I'm like...
Most of the time you answer with, who am I? Well, I'm a rapper, I'm an actor, I make music, do you know what I mean? It's like,
That's what even I said, put back aside. Everything aside, like...
Yeah, I'm just a
Who
guy.
is the soul? You get me? Who is the soul behind...
Where's your heart at?
Yeah.
Who's the person with the heart? Like, who are you trying
That's a
to
hard one.
bring it out?
Look, we're putting so many boxes in society, like that's all we can see ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We see ourselves as the boxes we've put in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or maybe that's even, another...
Yeah, man.
maybe something just think about as maybe
that's
the
hard.
day goes on.
We can
Guys,
talk
give
about
me the
that
hard side.
on the next interview.
Yeah, part
We
two.
can in part 2 we can start the
2025,
conversation off of that.
He's definitely got something to think about.
Yeah,
now.
no, for real. Like,
Man's gonna be Tomorrow we're gonna be counting down the New Year's Eve. 1, 2, and it's gonna be the hold on 1 minute.
I know who I am now.
Am I gonna be the hold on 1 minute? 1 minute
Am
countdown.
I looking into the clouds like all mystical?
Before we go to the New Year, hold on 1 minute, lads.
Who am I?
I got asked
You
yesterday.
got
Who
me
the fuck am I? And your people look at you like, Lewis,
Like,
chill,
who are
man.
you, man? You're that guy that does music and stuff.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah. Like,
You
oh, I'm
get
sorry.
That is so good, man. Honestly,
When
Lewis
someone
Sycamore.
gives me the answer, then
Someone give you the answers. Hey guys, if you can give Lewis any answers, you know, DM him, let him know who he might
chuck it in
be.
the comments. Chuck it in the comments. We need the
Come on,
put
man.
engagement
All
up.
day,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Check in the comments, man.
But yeah, man, Lewis Sycamore, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I've really thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. I've had some good laughs. You know, I feel like also I've got to know you more as well. You get me after breaking down, you know, some of the things that you actually do. So yeah, my bro, like, once again, pushing forward into the new year, you know, wish you nothing but the best in all of the things that you're doing. God bless you. And yeah, man, 2025, let's link up again.
Yes,
and have another good
2025.
conversation.
Yep.
You get me? But yeah, man, God bless you, bro, yeah?
Thank you.
Reality Team TV.
Back.
We back. We
Back.
back. Any final words before you go, my bro?
No, man, I just want to say thank you so much for having me.
Anytime, my brother.
Anytime,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. We're in the red chair. Reality
red chair, man.
There we
TV,
go.
out here today.
Come on.
I feel like you said any last words. I said no, and then I just started talking because that's
Nah,
that
you're
person.
good. Yeah,
Nah,
you're
That's
good.
it.
Good.
Name is Lewis Sycamore. Go stream some music if you like
Yeah.
some music and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
put everything.
Um,
give all your handles and
Yeah, or
Yeah,
everything is
everything
Lewis Sycamore, and if you just Google it, everything will come
Yeah.
up, or Sycamore Studios.
I like it. Every platform, yeah? It's the same name, yeah?
Yeah, it should come.
Yeah.
Google one of the two, and hopefully you'll probably see me. My name. I try and
Yeah,
keep everything
there we
under my
go.
name.
That's-
That's it. Have a good 2025. Happy New Year.
yeah,
Come on.
getting into
Bringing
it.
some good vibe to the world, man. We're just trying to
That's
have a
it.
good time and smiles.
That is
No?
it.
That is
That's
it.
that, my guy.
Come on.